Hey guys, what's up? This is another video on the PC gaming setup, the latest version. Back in the new place, so I'm able to utilize all my hardware with the IKEA desk because it gives me all kinds of room. So what do we got going on here? Obviously 4 monitors. No span gaming here, so what we have is just 2 1080p monitors in the middle, and then 2 1600 by 1200 monitors on the end. And those are running at a 16:10 aspect ratio, which is really nice for web content, I think, and other software applications. But the primary monitor is still the ASUS VG248QE, 144 Hz, ideal for pretty much all games, I think, especially if you're 60 plus FPS consistently. It's really a must-have. It's affordable, I think. It's a lot cheaper than the 1440p counterpart, which I considered upgrading to, but I don't think I'm going to make the jump to 1440p. I think I'm going to hold off until the next gen of GPUs are released, and I think I'm just going to go to 4K, actually, because I don't know. I'm still okay with 1080p gaming, especially with everything maxed out. 1440p would be nice. I've done downsampling, the DSR as well, I've tried, and it's not bad, you know. It's not true 1440p. It does look a little bit better. Performance takes a bit of a hit, but I'm just going to hold off before I go beyond 1080p. So I believe it'll be 4K will be the next jump. So that's that. Second monitor is just another 24-inch 1080p Samsung, 60 Hz, nothing real special. It's an older monitor that I used to game on. So it now serves a different purpose. The monitors on the end are kind of old school, 16:10 aspect ratio, 1600 by 1200. It's really nice for just having your displays, or not your displays, your monitoring software on these, or, you know, if you have to open up a lot of web content, which I do for my job. It's just nice to have all this. It really is. Still have the same keyboard. It's a Cooler Master. I don't remember the model name. Cherry MX red switches. Still loving it. This was another upgrade I did not too long ago. Had the Logitech G9X and decided to go with the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. Love this mouse. Feels real natural in my hand. It's got good weight to it with all the weight adjustments inserted. All the weights are in it. DPI adjustments, all the profiles. I mean, it's ideal for gaming. I love it. I highly recommend it. The mouse pad, the Mionix Sargus 900. If you have the room for it, guys, go for it. Just get it. I think I paid $20 for it from Best Buy, I think. It's awesome. Take my word for it. So there you have it, the latest monitor configuration. And over here we got the brains behind the operation. The Enthoo Primo full-size tower. I've done a couple of videos on this build, actually. So nothing too crazy going on here, but sorry about the poor lighting in the room. There's really not much I can do about it. And of course I'm recording this on a crappy iPhone, so yeah, not big time yet, not even monetizing these videos. Just putting it out there, I guess. And for anyone that's wondering what's going on under the hood, I'll run through some of the specs real quick. As I said, it's the Enthoo Primo full tower. The motherboard's an MSI G45 Gaming Z87 platform with a 4670K, overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, 1600 megahertz. GPU number one is the GTX 780 Ti from EVGA, overclocked at 1240 megahertz. Secondary GPU, yes, this is something I just threw in recently. That is the EVGA GTX 560 SC. Why did I put that in there? Well, for the monitor support. Before I had all the monitors plugged into the 780 Ti, and some of you may know this, but if you're running multiple monitors at different resolutions, at idle, the memory will clock to its, like it'll just run flat out. The core doesn't, actually I believe the core does clock up at idle as well. I don't remember exactly. But it's going to make your idle temps about 10 degrees hotter than what it normally would. So that's what happens when you use different resolutions. I think that's only specific to NVIDIA GPUs. I've never tested an AMD GPU before. I've always been NVIDIA. Sorry. Yeah, so basically what I did is I put the two 1080p monitors on the 780 Ti and the two 1600 by 1200 monitors on the 560. So neither will clock up at idle. The 780 Ti sits idle at 26 degrees. I think the 560 is at 30 degrees at idle. I think the 560 idles at 50 megahertz, and the 780 Ti will idle at about 324 megahertz. So it works out pretty good. As you can see, 2 monitors per GPU. Oh, this is one of the monitors to the 560. It's a DVI to HDMI to mini HDMI. So that's what's up with that. ASUS DGX sound card in there. I need to upgrade that. It's, you know, I used to have a really nice sound card. It's a PCI, and this motherboard does not support PCI, so, you know, I just kind of chanced on the sound card. I plan on upgrading that, though. Yeah, the 560 doesn't really add to the aesthetics of the build, I don't think. I mean, it's almost unsightly, but I don't know. I have all those PCIe 16X slots. Why not use a couple of them, right? So, yeah. Custom power cables from Mod DIY. In terms of the cooling, we're using all EK water blocks on the CPU and GPU. We got a Bitspower reservoir here. Primochill tubing, 1/2-inch ID, 3/4-inch OD. Fittings are a combination of Alphacool and Bitspower. Radiators are Alphacool XT45. I got a 420 at the top, a 280 at the bottom, all with the Phanteks 140mm static pressure optimized fans. All those are plugged into the onboard fan controller that came with the case, and the SP120, and even the SwiftTech 120 I have just plugged into the motherboard headers. Of course, there's 2 more 140mm Phanteks fans in the front. Yeah. So that's what's up with the it's really the final version of this build. I don't really see myself upgrading this besides the sound card for, I'm thinking maybe 2016. I think my next build, honestly, is going to be a Skylake DDR4 Pascal build to 4K. That's what I'd like my next upgrade to be. So I'm thinking I could probably get at least a couple more years out of this. Of course, if EVGA wants to start sending me some GPUs, I'm more than happy to install them. But, yeah. So here's what it is for a while, and that's what's up. big wallpapers are fun. And in terms of desktop, here's what it looks like right now. As you can see, there's plenty of screen real estate here for all your monitoring software or whatever you have. Here's Precision X, and here's the monitoring tool that comes with it. And yes, I am monitoring 2 GPUs at one time. Parameters I cover are just the power percentage, the memory clock, GPU usage, the voltage, the GPU clock, the temps, the memory usage, and the frame rate. So those are the parameters I include on the monitoring. It's all I care about. I don't even think you can really see that. Oh, there it is. It's real temp, browser, and some, there's Uplay, Steam, and the hardware monitor. Focus maybe today or not. Lighting's too crappy. But I just keep an eye on the temps, the fan speeds. Same thing for the GPUs. And here's the other piece of the action. Yeah, I do own a console. I do. But only for specific games, really just the exclusives. 9 times out of 10, if a game comes out for PC and console, I will go with the PC version. So, there you go. It's a 55-inch LG Google TV. I forget the model number. Calibrated. It actually looks really good. It's good for console gaming, I think. Refresh rate's okay, because when you go from 144 hertz to a 55-inch LED, there's noticeable ghosting, and it's definitely not as crisp. I know there's other TVs on the market that do have really good response times, but I got a really good deal on this, and honestly, it's a pretty cool TV. You could talk to the remote, make it do things. And it looks like PSN is still down. Not that I've really tried to get onto it, but that's a big problem right now for the gaming networks for the last couple days. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it today for this video. Thanks for watching. It's probably going to be the last personal rig update I do for a while, unless something major happens, which I just don't see. So, I'm comfortable with the way everything turned out so far. If you guys got any questions, let me know. And I do have the NZXT RGB hue lighting going right now. Kind of hard to see on this camera, but it's basically just pulsing through the various colors. You can actually make any color that you want, if you like. So, but anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Have a great New Year.